Number one this week. This is a cool, and another awesome electronic that I picked up at Savers. I picked this up for, no kidding, $7.99. It was unbelievable. Thrift here, coming to you with top 10 sales of the week. If you don't know who I am or are new to the channel, me and my wife are eBay resellers. We buy stuff to the thrift store, yard sales, Facebook Marketplace, anywhere we get our hands on stuff, our own stuff around the house, and we resell it online. And we do that part-time right now. We like to do videos with the top 10 sales of the week. This video is going to be for the week of February 6th through the 13th, and these are sporadic, the dates on these. I don't do it exactly on a week, or it might be 8 days, it might be 6 days, it might be 10 days, but I'm going to try to get all the sales in for each segment of dates that I've done it, and eventually it'll be for all the dates within the month. So this is for the top 10 sales. If you like this kind of stuff, and if you're into it, subscribe to the channel. We've had a lot of subscribers. Appreciate everyone out there subscribing. And shoot me some questions if you got any questions. And shoot me some of your comments on some of these videos. If you think I didn't get enough money out of some of this stuff, or if you think I could have done something different, I appreciate feedback. So let's hop right into it. Number 10 this week. This is an interesting story on this. It's some boots, which I got these from my dad. So this was a free hustle here. My dad, he's always been into cowboy boots. So he's wore cowboy boots as long as I remember, and he's just recently in the last, 20 years started wearing gym shoes. But when I was growing up, he's always had boots on. We'd be out shooting hoops, and he'd be running around in his Tony Llamas trying to keep up with us. So, my dad always has boots, and so he gets a new pair, and he had this old pair that was really worn, and it's the Tony Llama. They're called the Buckaroo brown leather cowboy boots, and he was kind of laughing at me when I said, I'll put them on eBay, because I think he was just going to take them to the thrift, and I said, we'll put them on, and I listed them as distressed. So within like 6 or 7 hours, there's Sammy, by the way, back there. What are you doing, Sam? What are you getting, Sam? She's found a crayon on the ground. So within like 6 or 7 hours, these sold of a listing. And so I sold them for $39.95 plus up $29 shipping and handling. So total buyer was $68.29. So I put them in the listing as distressed. They had patches, they were worn, they were fraying, and people want that kind of look sometimes. So don't be afraid to put that stuff on there, especially a good brand like Tony Llama. Those boots are worth good money. In good shape, they've been probably worth about $80 or $90. But there's people out there that want that worn look. So put it in. Don't be afraid to say, hey, distressed, $40 plus shipping, out the door. I got them free, so that was great. But if you have an old pair of boots lying around, get them out of the closet, get rid of them. Thanks for that, Dad. Number 9. I love selling these things. I wish I could sell these all day long, but it's a remote control Toshiba SE-R0170 DVD VCR combo remote. So this is a remote control to a DVD VCR combo, and the combo units, they're very popular. So sometimes you find them and they don't have the remote, and so there's a lot of demand for those. So there's certain remotes that there's demand for, and you can really sell. And so this one I paid $1 for at the thrift, and ended up getting $20, and I put free shipping on that, so $20 total per order. But I'll tell you what, if you want to get into thrifting and reselling, remotes are a great thing to just look for, because you get into very little money, $1. The most I pay for remotes at all the thrift stores I go to is maybe $4, some of the places want. But that's even worth it if you've got a remote even like this. And there's a lot of good remotes out there. Anything that is unique, again, I talk about uniqueness all the time. DVD recorders, combo units, receivers. I just bought a Denon one yesterday for $3. It's worth about $35. Bose stuff is great. I found another Bose one as well. Bose ones will go, $50 to $100 depending on what unit. And there are some that are less, but most of the main, Acoustimass and lifestyle systems, if you find remotes for those, they're worth $50 to $100. So remotes are a great way to get into the game. Number 8 on the list is a toy out of Jessica's store. What are you doing, Sam? Come here, Sam. Come here. Sam's scratching the back of my shirt. This is our other cat. I don't know if you've seen Sammy. Oh, what's the matter? What's the matter, girl? Huh? We've been out of town all weekend, so she's been lonely. Look, can you say hi to the camera? She doesn't know what to do, huh? She's purring like crazy. So she's been kind of lonely all weekend, so she's been really wanting attention since we got back. Okay, I'm going to put you down. Oh. All right, sorry about that. Go back. Number 8. This is a toy from Jessica's store. This is a 2010 Lala Loopsy 12-inch Pirate Boy with an eye patch. So Jessica got this for like $1 or $2 at the thrift store, and she ended up selling it for $19.95 plus shipping, and the buyer's all in at $31.34. So that's a great score. $1 or $2, and this doll. I don't know much about the Lala Loopsies. I know what they are, and some of them I look up, they're not worth anything, but this was the boy with the pirate patch, and so it was unique, so we looked it up, and we ended up picking it up. And it's Number 7. This is another one from Jessica's store. These are little people, and it's the fairies. The Good Fairies, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather set. So it's a set. That's one thing with little people and all these toys. When you're doing toys, people love sets. Sometimes the individual stuff is good to go with because people are trying to complete sets, but a lot of people are just looking for the set. So Jessica's really good at saying this combination and this combination will sell better. So she's put these all together, and she ended up getting $18.99 plus about $7 shipping. The buyer's $26.33 all in, and she paid. Those were stuff that was in big boxes and stuff we bought for probably $5. So that was a good little score. Those are easy to ship. Little people are great, but again, with little people, they're not that great, certain ones. But even if you have a bunch that are cheap, put them together in lots or sets that might be interesting to people. Put Snow White in with the 7 Dwarfs. Put Ariel with Eric, and anyway, whatever combination you can think of, put them in sets, and they'll always sell better. Number 6 is another one from Jessica's store. And so this is interesting. Monster High. Everyone out there knows about Monster High dolls, and they're great sellers. If you can get Monster High dolls for a good price, they're worth selling. Even the cheaper ones, if you get them for $1 or $2, you can get them in a lot of up and sell them or sell them individually. Jess sells a lot of parts from Monster High dolls and from the Monster High sets. And this is an interesting one. This is like a Monster High doll replacement Claw Queen Wolf Dead Tired Skull pillow. It's a little pillow. It's like this big as a quarter maybe. I couldn't believe it when I shipped it out. It was maybe one of the lightest things ever shipped out. It was like a little pillow, and it was just in with a bunch of Monster High stuff she bought. So we just decided to put it aside because the accessories always go for money, and we didn't get a ton out of it. We ended up getting $7.95, with free shipping. And it cost us like $3 to ship it out, but it was something just sitting there we could have just threw away, or not even noticed, but ended up making $2 or $3 off of it. We don't like to really necessarily build our business off that, but if we've got it sitting there, you take a quick picture of it. We probably spent like 2 or 3 minutes on that. So anyway, that was a cool little unique item. Not a lot of money in it, but remember to look up accessories to all toys. Because sometimes I've seen where accessories are going for more than some of the regular toys. Because the accessories, people lose them. Like, again, like the wands we've talked about in these past sold videos. These wands from that castle, the little fairy princess castle, those are selling quicker and for almost as much money as the whole castle. So look for that. All right, number 5. Oh, this is a cool one. So sporting goods. You guys know I like selling sporting goods stuff. Electronics, I love, but sporting goods, electronics, that's what I'm into. I grew up an athlete. By no means a great athlete. I played football, baseball, basketball at various levels and various skill. I was a decent player, and I love sports. I watched sports growing up, so I love buying stuff like this. And I work in the electronics industry now, so I love electronics. So just kind of those are the two things I really lean towards. And so this is something that I've never bought before, but I'm going to start looking out for it. And I didn't know this, but the football they're playing it in some parts of the country because of COVID. They've canceled the season, moved it to the spring. So football stuff is still selling because of that reason. So what these are shoulder pads. They're Douglas 25S shoulder pads with a kidney pad. And I bought these for $8, okay? And I couldn't believe what the comps were on this. They ended up selling it for $139 plus about $42 shipping. So the buyer's $181.27 all in on $8, and they're used pads. And the buyers already wrote me and said that they love the pads and they work great and fit their son just great. So that was a cool sale. Now I've been looking for shoulder pads since then, but most of this thrift stores, the shoulder pads you come across are pretty junky, or they're really youth brand ones, or so they're real small or different brand. But this Douglas brand is a good one to look out for. So not all shoulder pads are great, but if you see these, and I know I've passed up on Douglas shoulder pads before, just seen them there and not even looked them up. I don't know why I looked this pair up, because it looked like it was in decent shape, I think. And yeah, it was a great seller. Easy to ship because you throw it in a box. Shoulder pads are made to get the crap beat out of them, so you don't have to put much padding in with them because they're going to survive the trip. So that was a good sale. That was number 5 for the week. All right, let's move to number 4. Number 4. Oh, and this is a combo. This number 4 thing here. And so it's every week it's been a joke, but what I love to sell ski boots. So ski boots, I sold 2 pair of ski boots that week. And the first one is, let's see, where is it? Dolabello ski boots, Kira 85 black. So these were girls ski boots, and I paid $14.99 for these as savers. I ended up getting $135 plus about $48 shipping. So $183.91 the buyers all in on this. And ski boots, I love them. They're easy to pack, easy to ship. I say it every week. The second pair of ski boots was another pair of Dolabello Krypton D ski boots. They were men's. And I got those for $8 at the thrift, and ended up getting them $98.95 for those plus shipping. So the buyer was all in at $130 and 14 cents. So 2 pair of ski boots, I paid about $25. Is that what I said? $24 for both these, probably with tax. And I made, before shipping with them, $310. And the shipping on those, I probably paid $20 for each package of ship. So I'm probably up, $270 on those off a $24 investment. So that's 10x of my money. So anyway, those are great and just easy to do, and they're all over in my neck of the woods. So that was kind of a combo. So number 3 is a rare Little Pony Queen Chrysalis. So this was pony that Jess got out of she bought over 100 ponies for $60 on Facebook. Had it shipped to her. I don't know from where. It's been a little while, but we've been selling ponies out of this, and we've made a lot of money off this. And she sold this one for $34.99, and I believe it was free shipping. But the buyer's in $38.23, I think, with tax. And anyway, so $34.99. Jess got half the money back of that whole lot. She still, there's 100 ponies in there, over 100. So this is one of those unique. It was a Toys R Us exclusive, and it took some research to find this out. But that's what you've got to do. You've got to find these rare ones and unique ones. That's what you do when you buy these big lots. You can usually bundle up. We buy 100 ponies. I bet maybe 20 of them will probably, be rare, and we can quadruple our money off that, and then we sell off the other ones, because there's still demand for the other ones. You're just not going to get as much out of them. So if you're going to sell toys, you've got to either have kids like we do that know this, and you got to do research. So Jess has done research, and with the help of our daughter Kendall, she knows who these ponies are, and she can look them up quicker and find out what the rare ones were. And then as we see these, we do have to do less and less research, because we just know these because we've seen them before. So number 2 on the list. Okay, this is cool. I purchased this in an earlier video at Savers. It's a Sharp TV VCR player combo. So it's a TV with a VCR built into it, and you saw it in this video. Channel, but this is me picking this up. I paid $6.99 for this at the Thrift at Savers, and so it came with a manual and an original remote, and for $6.99 it was a no-brainer. So it worked great. It was in clean shape. I think me and Jess were mentioning we felt like we were walking out of Circuit City in circa 1998 when we picked it up, but I ended up getting $148.45 for a unit plus shipping. The buyer's all in at $210.33, so $210.33, and it cost me about, I think, $35 to $40 to ship this thing out. So brings us to number 1. Drum roll, please. Number 1 this week. This is a cool, and another awesome electronic that I picked up at Savers. I picked this up for, no kidding, $7.99. It was unbelievable. And I actually started using this at my house. I was going to keep this unit, and it's a Marantz SR7001 audio video stereo receiver. It had the original remote, everything, and I actually hooked it up, had it in my house for about 2 weeks, and it's old enough that it doesn't have what's called the ARC HDMI cable, so it can't communicate with the TV. I have another receiver that I have now that you turn the TV on and it clicks the receiver on so that the speakers can come on with it. Well, this you had to use the remote and turn the receiver on, and so it's an awesome app. It's just not super convenient for practical applications. And if I'm just sitting around listening to music and watching my movies, it's fine for that. But my kids and stuff, they want it just easy. They don't want to have to click on a bunch of buttons and try to figure out what setting it should be on. So I ended up deciding to sell it because it was massive too. It was huge and heavy, so it was almost too big for the shelf we had it on. So anyway, $7.99. A guy actually bought this 2 weeks before this and canceled the order, and I sold it to him for $250 plus shipping, and he canceled. Well, and then a week later, after I relisted it, because I had to go through the whole thing of open a case against him, and the order got canceled, and then someone purchased it for $314. So I ended up making $64 more off of it, and with shipping costs, tax, and everything, the guy's into it $432.03. So that was a $7.99 purchase into $432.03. Now that's awesome. you don't find those units every day. That's probably the best receiver I've ever found. So anyway, that's number 1 for the week. That's a cool score. Yeah, that's it. I appreciate you sitting down and watching the video. Let me know if you've got any questions or comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, a reseller's best friend is always an open mind. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later.